If you're over 60, there's a sleeping mistake you're probably making right now that could be silently damaging your heart with every breath you take. This isn't about how many hours you sleep. It's about the position your body is in while you're sleeping, and it might explain why you wake up feeling exhausted, dizzy, or like you can't catch your breath. What I'm about to reveal could be the difference between aging gracefully and facing serious heart problems. Keep watching, because this simple change could add years to your life. Most people think that as long as they get their 8 hours, they're doing everything right. But here's the truth nobody wants to talk about. After 60, sleep isn't just about quantity anymore. It's about survival. Your body has changed in ways you might not even notice. Your joints are stiffer, your circulation has slowed down, your heart is working harder just to pump blood through your system, and that comfortable sleeping position you've used for decades might now be slowly choking the life out of your cardiovascular system. Every single night, millions of seniors climb into bed thinking they're going to rest and recover. But what's actually happening is the complete opposite. The way they're positioning their bodies is compressing vital organs, restricting airflow, and forcing their hearts to work overtime for 8 straight hours. Instead of healing, they're actually creating more damage. And the worst part? They have no idea it's happening. Think about the last time you woke up feeling refreshed and energized. Can you even remember? If you're like most people over 60, you probably wake up feeling stiff, tired, maybe a little short of breath or dizzy. You might even feel like your heart is pounding before you've even gotten out of bed. Most people just accept this as part of getting older. But what if I told you that your sleeping position might be the real culprit? Here's what's really going on inside your body while you sleep. When you lay down, everything shifts. Your organs settle into new positions. Your spine curves differently. And depending on how you're lying, critical blood vessels can get squeezed. Your airways can become narrow or even blocked. Your breathing might become shallow or stop completely for several seconds at a time. And every single time that happens, your body goes into emergency mode. Your heart rate spikes. Your blood pressure jumps through the roof. Stress hormones like adrenaline and cortisol flood your bloodstream. It's like having a small heart attack over and over again throughout the night. And you don't even wake up because your body is trying to protect your sleep. But the damage is still happening. Now, when you were younger, your body could handle this kind of stress. Your blood vessels were flexible, your heart was strong, your lungs had plenty of capacity. But after 60, everything changes. Your cardiovascular system becomes less forgiving. What used to be a minor inconvenience now becomes a serious health threat that compounds night after night, year after year. The sleeping position that's causing the most destruction to your heart? Lying flat on your back. I know this might come as a shock, especially if you've been sleeping this way your entire life. It probably feels comfortable and natural. But for anyone over 60, this position is like playing Russian roulette with your cardiovascular system every single night. When you sleep on your back, gravity becomes your enemy. It pulls your tongue and all the soft tissues in your throat backward, narrowing your airway significantly. This dramatically increases your risk of developing sleep apnea, a condition where your breathing stops and starts repeatedly throughout the night. And this isn't just about snoring, though that's often a warning sign. Sleep apnea means your brain and organs are being starved of oxygen over and over again. Each time your breathing stops, even for just a few seconds, your body goes into panic mode. Your nervous system sends out emergency signals. Your heart starts racing to try to pump whatever oxygen is available to your vital organs. Your blood pressure skyrockets. It's like your body thinks it's drowning, which in a way it is. For seniors, this creates a perfect storm of cardiovascular stress. Your heart, which is already working harder than it used to, suddenly has to deal with these massive spikes in demand throughout the night. Your blood pressure, which might already be elevated, gets hit with repeated surges. Your entire cardiovascular system is under constant attack when it should be resting and recovering. But the damage doesn't stop there. Sleeping on your back also allows stomach acid to creep up into your esophagus, causing acid reflux. This doesn't just burn your throat and disrupt your sleep. That acid can actually irritate your airways, making breathing even more difficult and putting additional stress on your heart. It becomes a vicious cycle where one problem feeds into another, creating a cascade of health issues. Research shows that older adults with untreated sleep apnea are significantly more likely to develop atrial fibrillation, a dangerous, irregular heartbeat that can lead to blood clots, strokes, and heart failure. They're also at much higher risk for heart attacks, especially during the early morning hours when sleep apnea events tend to be most severe. If you're waking up with a dry mouth, sore throat, or feeling like your heart is pounding, these could be warning signs that your sleeping position is slowly destroying your cardiovascular health. If your partner has mentioned that you stop breathing during the night, or if you're waking up multiple times feeling like you can't catch your breath, your body is literally crying out for help. Now, there are some people who might need to sleep on their backs due to specific medical conditions or after certain surgeries. But for the vast majority of seniors, especially those dealing with high blood pressure, heart problems, or any kind of breathing issues, avoiding the back sleeping position could be life-saving. So, what's the alternative? Most sleep specialists and cardiologists agree that sleeping on your left side is one of the most heart-protective positions you can choose, especially after 60. This might sound too simple to make a real difference, but the science behind it is incredibly powerful. When you sleep on your left side, several amazing things happen to your cardiovascular system. First, your heart is positioned slightly above your other organs, which allows gravity to actually help reduce the pressure on your heart muscle. Instead of fighting against gravity, your heart gets to work with it. The aorta, which is the main artery that carries oxygen-rich blood from your heart to the rest of your body, naturally curves to the left. When you sleep on your left side, you reduce the resistance your heart has to pump against. It's like the difference between trying to push water uphill versus letting it flow downhill. Your lungs also expand more freely when you're on your left side. This means better oxygen intake and less risk of those dangerous breathing interruptions that can trigger heart stress. For seniors who already have reduced lung capacity, this improvement in breathing efficiency can make an enormous difference in how you feel the next morning. Left-side sleeping also dramatically improves your digestion and reduces acid reflux. Your stomach naturally sits on the left side of your body, so when you sleep on your left side, gravity keeps stomach acid where it belongs instead of allowing it to creep up into your throat. This means less irritation to your airways, less disruption to your sleep, and less stress on your cardiovascular system. There's also fascinating research showing that left-side sleeping improves lymphatic drainage, which is your body's natural detoxification system. This helps remove waste products from your brain and organs more efficiently while you sleep. For older adults, where these cleanup processes naturally slow down, anything that enhances overnight detoxification contributes to better overall health and cardiovascular recovery. In contrast, sleeping on your right side can actually compress the vena cava, which is the large vein responsible for bringing deoxygenated blood back to your heart. This compression can restrict blood flow, especially in people who already have heart issues. If you're someone who experiences heart palpitations or irregular rhythms, right-side sleeping might actually make these sensations worse. Now, I'm not saying you need to spend the entire night perfectly positioned on your left side. That would be unrealistic and probably impossible. But starting your night in this position and returning to it whenever you wake up during the night can provide significant cardiovascular benefits over time. If you've been sleeping on your back or stomach for most of your life, the idea of switching to side sleeping might seem uncomfortable or even impossible. But here's the truth. Your body is incredibly adaptable, even after 60. And with a few simple adjustments to your sleep environment, this transition can be surprisingly easy. The key is working with your body instead of against it. Start with your pillow. Most people who struggle with side sleeping are using the wrong pillow entirely. You need one that properly supports the natural space between your head and your shoulder, keeping your spine in a straight line. If the pillow is too flat, your neck will collapse and create strain. If it's too high, you'll put pressure on your shoulder and potentially pinch nerves. Look for a medium firm pillow specifically designed for side sleepers, or one with a contoured shape that cradles your neck. Next, let's talk about body positioning. To stay comfortably on your left side throughout the night, use a full-length body pillow or place a regular pillow between your knees. This keeps your hips aligned, reduces pressure on your lower back, and prevents you from rolling over during sleep. Your body naturally seeks balance and symmetry. Give it the support it needs, and it will naturally want to stay in the optimal position. If you find yourself rolling onto your back during the night, here's a simple trick that works incredibly well. Place a rolled-up towel or small cushion behind your back when you get into bed. This creates a gentle barrier that discourages rolling over without being uncomfortable enough to wake you up. Some people even sew a tennis ball into the back of their pajama top. It's not meant to hurt, but it trains your subconscious mind to avoid the back sleeping position. For those who are committed stomach sleepers, the transition might take a little longer, but it's absolutely doable. Try using a wedge pillow or positioning a second pillow against the front of your body. This creates the sensation of pressure against your front, which helps your brain feel secure and grounded, similar to how it feels during stomach sleeping, but without the spinal twisting or chest compression that makes stomach sleeping so problematic for your heart. Here's another helpful strategy. Focus on getting the most benefit from the first 2 to 3 hours after you fall asleep. This is when you spend the most time in deep, restorative, slow-wave sleep. Even if you shift positions later in the night, you've already given your cardiovascular system several hours of heart-protective rest. It also helps to create a pre-sleep ritual that reinforces your new sleeping position. Try lying on your left side while you read, listen to music, or practice relaxation techniques before bed. This creates both a physical and mental association, helping your brain recognize this position as safe and comfortable. Your brain is incredibly trainable, even in your 60s, 70s, and beyond. Since many seniors naturally wake up more frequently during the night, each brief awakening becomes an opportunity to reposition yourself back onto your left side. With consistency, your body will start to prefer this position. What feels awkward at first will begin to feel like home. But left side sleeping is just the beginning. There's one simple addition you can make to your evening routine that will supercharge these benefits and create a recovery system that doesn't just protect your heart, but actually helps strengthen and rebuild it while you sleep. What is this game-changing addition? A serving of slow-digesting, high-quality protein taken 30 to 60 minutes before bed. Specifically, I'm talking about casein protein, not whey protein, not plant protein, but casein. Let me explain why this matters so much, especially for anyone over 60. During sleep, your body naturally enters a fasted state. No food coming in, no fuel for repairs. For younger people, this isn't a big problem because their bodies can easily bounce back from this overnight fast. But for older adults, this extended period without nutrition becomes a hidden threat to muscle mass, heart health, and overall recovery. As we age, our bodies become much more prone to muscle breakdown during these fasting periods. This includes the heart muscle itself. While you're lying there thinking you're resting and recovering, your body might actually be breaking down precious muscle tissue to use for energy and basic maintenance functions. But here's where casein protein becomes a game changer. Unlike other proteins that digest quickly, casein protein is processed slowly by your body over 6 to 8 hours. This means it releases a steady stream of amino acids into your bloodstream throughout the night, essentially feeding your muscles and organs, including your heart, exactly when they need it most. When you combine casein protein with left-side sleeping, you create a powerful synergy. The optimal sleeping position reduces cardiovascular stress and improves circulation, while the slow-release protein provides the building blocks needed for overnight muscle preservation and heart muscle support. Think about what this combination does for your body over time. Better muscle retention means a stronger heart muscle that can pump more efficiently. A more efficient heart means lower blood pressure and less oxygen stress on your entire system. Improved overnight recovery translates to better energy, faster healing, and less morning stiffness. The protein also helps stabilize your blood sugar throughout the night, which is crucial for preventing those middle-of-the-night awakenings that are so common in older adults. Stable blood sugar means less stress on your cardiovascular system and deeper, more restorative sleep. You don't need to eat a full meal before bed, which could actually interfere with sleep. A simple scoop of casein protein powder mixed with water or unsweetened almond milk is perfect. If you prefer whole foods, a small serving of cottage cheese or plain Greek yogurt works well too. Just aim for about 20 to 30 grams of high-quality protein with a good amount of the amino acid leucine to trigger muscle protein synthesis. This isn't just a nice-to-have tip. This is a strategy that can fundamentally change how your body ages. When you combine smart sleep positioning with smart nighttime nutrition, you shift from passive aging to active recovery, night after night, building strength and resilience over time instead of gradually losing it. So how do you know if these changes are actually working? The improvements might not be dramatic at first, but your body will definitely start sending you signals that recovery is happening at a deeper level. The first thing you'll probably notice is how you feel when you wake up. Not just whether you slept enough hours, but how easily you move when you get out of bed. Do you feel less stiff? Are your joints looser? Do your legs feel less heavy? These are signs that overnight inflammation is decreasing and that muscle tissue is being preserved instead of broken down. You might also notice that your heart rate feels calmer in the morning, not racing or pounding, just steady and strong. This happens because when your sleep position and nutrition support your cardiovascular system properly, your nervous system spends more time in rest and repair mode instead of fight or flight mode. Another positive sign is fewer nighttime awakenings. Left side sleeping and slow-release protein help stabilize blood sugar and prevent acid reflux, which are two of the most common reasons seniors wake up during the night. You may find yourself sleeping more deeply with fewer interruptions, even if your total sleep time stays the same. Then there's your daytime energy levels. Many seniors just accept low energy as a normal part of aging, but it doesn't have to be. When your muscles are being preserved, your blood sugar is stable, and your heart is under less stress, you should start feeling more energized and motivated to move and engage with life. If you're monitoring your blood pressure or blood sugar levels, you might start seeing more consistent readings and fewer dangerous spikes. This isn't magic. It's the result of lower overnight stress on your cardiovascular system and better metabolic regulation from optimal nutrient timing. These changes don't happen overnight, But many people start feeling different within 2 to 4 weeks. Within 2 to 3 months, the improvements become measurable. And after 6 months or more, the difference in strength, energy, and overall vitality becomes something you can see in the mirror and feel in every aspect of your daily life. Knowledge without action is useless. You now understand how your sleep position and pre-bedtime nutrition can dramatically impact your heart health, muscle preservation, and overall longevity. But the real key to success is making these changes automatic so they work for you every single night, without requiring willpower or constant reminders. The secret is to stop thinking of this as a new habit you're trying to build and start thinking of it as part of your identity. You're not someone who's trying to sleep better. You're someone who values heart health, strength, and independence. And people who value these things don't leave their recovery to chance. Start by connecting your new routine to something you already do every single night without fail. Brushing your teeth is perfect for this. Keep your Casein protein powder and shaker bottle right next to your toothbrush. That way, the moment you finish brushing, you're already set up for the next step in your recovery routine. Set up simple reminders in the beginning. Put a note on your bathroom mirror or set a gentle alarm on your phone. You won't need these reminders forever, but in the early stages, consistency is more important than willpower. A small nudge is all it takes to build momentum. Make the routine enjoyable. Choose a protein flavor you actually like. Take your time with it. Let it become part of your wind-down process, not just another task to check off your list. This isn't a punishment. It's an act of self-care that echoes through every cell in your body while you sleep. And whenever you feel tempted to skip it, picture yourself 10 years from now. See yourself standing tall, walking confidently, still active and engaged with life. That future version of yourself isn't going to happen by accident. It's the result of small, powerful choices made consistently over time. In the end, longevity isn't just about adding more years to your life. It's about adding more life to those years. It's about moving through your 70s, 80s, and even 90s with strength, clarity, and confidence, not fear, frailty, or dependence on others. So tonight, lie on your left side. Take your Casein protein. Sleep like someone who's actively investing in their future health, not just hoping things will work out. And when you wake up tomorrow feeling just a little stronger, a little more energetic, and a little more alive, you'll know exactly why. This isn't about quick fixes or miracle cures. This is about science-backed recovery built right into your nightly routine, working for you while you sleep. If this information could help someone you care about, please share this video with them. And if you want to learn more strategies for aging strong and staying independent, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss our latest research on healthy aging. Your future self will thank you for taking action today.